You just tuned into the Flamingos podcast, and this is a brand new week from your show. Hope everybody out there is doing well. I hope everybody out there is doing or having a great week. Had a great weekend as well.
Like a late night radio host.
Yes, I'm aiming for that. Maybe at a later stage in my career. Why not?
تبدأ تشتغل سهرات.
Or do voiceovers. I can be, a villain as well. And with that being said, we're back. We're missing a member. You probably guys know who. I don't need to say anything.
Of course.
HR is taking notes anyway.
HR is about to have
HR ده اللي HR تاني معه. To keep my lawyers have other lawyers, keep my lawyers.
My lawyers got shooters. It's not.
لا المهم. It's summer's here, and I've noticed through this whole past week that everybody's getting married as well.
Really?
Yeah. Every story that I open now, I see somebody is in a wedding, attending a wedding, or somebody is getting married. I don't know. But if you think of it, it is December thing, right? Mm. But people might be, taking their summer vacation, honeymoon, directly get married, with all of that,
We had a long holiday too.
Yeah, but
it was a week.
Congrats to everybody that is getting married this year, or got married, or I saw their stories and I don't know them or whatever it is. But congrats. Just know that there are single people out there still not hating, but they're not married and they have feelings, and. They're single. And
do you know anybody personally?
Personally, I know myself. What about you? Personally, what?
That got married then,
I know a friend of a friend. I've stuff like that. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy that I am at a time now that.
Do you want to get married though?
I've been for 135 episodes talking about how lonely I am.
It doesn't mean you want to get married, Bro, maybe it means you just want some company.
It's سنة الحياة في الأخير, okay? Marriage.
Uh-huh.
Why not? But maybe not now. Maybe in 2 years.
2 years is good.
3 years.
You're still young.
29. I'm pushing 29 this year.
That's young, bro. In this time and age, 29.
No, I understand. But it's also nice to be close to your son. You know what I mean?
You can be close in spirit.
Okay, good for you.
I see you're close to your pops, right?
Yeah. It took me so hard.
There's a gap. There's always a gap.
Exactly. Right. So that's what I'm trying not to.
What's the difference between you and your pops?
He's what? He's turning 60 this year, I think.
He's turning 60, mashallah.
Yeah, 58, 59. He's around 58.
So
he was born in 1965.
I'm not equipped to do the math right now.
40, and then another 10, 20. Yeah. He's 60.
He's 60 and you're 30, so that's a 30-year gap.
Yeah, somehow.
That's fine. You guys are doing all right, I guess.
We're not close.
No, I figured. I mean,
I'm very close to my mom.
Yeah.
Not so much. No, there is 10 years less, so like 20 years difference.
Yeah, I'm 40 off from my dad. And
so he's like your grandpa.
Basically, yeah. Because I'm the young. You're the oldest. I'm the youngest. So that's a gap. That 10 years is really, it's really different. You have no idea.
How does it feel?
That 10 years دي براها 30 تاني عرفتها؟
أنت يمين ويسار.
لا بعيدين شديد.
But congrats to everybody that is getting, married. What about you? تعال انت صحيح. You're what, 31 this year?
I'm 32. I'm turning 33. 33.
شنو يا ولدي؟
والله يا اخي كذا اصبر عليه شويه.
35 36.
Bro, look, okay.
بقيت عاني صح؟
بقيت عانس والله. اي والله. لا لكن انا I'm getting يعني I'm considering, I'm not considering, I'm getting there. But if you'd asked me 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I would have said, nah, I'm not.
I've asked you 2 years ago.
And
you said no.
قلت لك, nah, I'm never getting married.
So how is it now?
Things change يعني. Things are good. I do.
Looking forward?
I do. Yeah, I am looking forward.
Okay.
I am looking forward. It's just, it's a matter of timing.
Okay.
More than it is.
So it's there.
Else. Yeah, yeah.
The idea is there.
Yeah, the idea is there. The intention is there.
Nice.
Everything is there. But it's just قصة بتاع timing.
Am I getting a best man?
Of course.
Front row.
طبعا.
Yeah.
طبعا.
Okay, that's good.
I'm having 3 best men,
Nice.
and you're one of them.
Yes, salam. And then Kenzie and Kenzie.
No, it's actually
One of the Kenzies.
One of the Kenzies.
And then someone else.
And then someone else.
خلاص. I'll discover who that someone else. Maybe I don't know them. Or I do.
I don't think you met them. I don't think you met
So
them.
you have a best man that I've never met.
Yeah.
Wow. That's wild. That's...
بس
ولا أنا خاطيني بس عشان الميكسشر زول حلبي كده. Diversity investment.
لا.
A diverse best man lineup, you know.
لا.
Who's yours?
It actually you were my second choice. After the Kenzie, you were my second choice.
Okay. So second choice. Okay, that's good. I'll take that. Me knowing the Kenzie that was there. Me knowing that. No problem. It's not you, Kenzie, the other Kenzie. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah. But what? A year, 2?
Inshallah, we'll see. I don't know,
33? Bro, you're 33.
Let's say 33. Yeah. Soon as I can. Soon as we'll try.
With that being said, wow, where did it go? We tune in with our, vibes.
Intro.
We here. Let's go! Brand new episode, brand new week.
Candy on the mic.
Awab, baby.
Flamingos podcast. Podcast, man. That's the shit. Let's go.
You just tuned in to the Flamingos podcast. This is Yad.
And Awab.
And this is episode 136.
6. We should have had that.
انت لازم تتجوز بكره.
المفروض اخلص صح؟ انا بعدي اظن nobody will take me اصلا.
مصاب وعندك اصابات.
يا اخي والله مشاكل كثيره مع العمر ده طبعا الزول بيبقى صعب يعني.
صعب يتعالج وصعب.
بعدين حاجات كثيره بتبقى صعبه يعني. لا خلص. لا كنت بدي اقول لك بعد ال 35 بتبقى في حاجات تانية اصعب كمان.
انت ويلك سنتين.
3
سنين.
خلاص 3 سنين يعني ولا
خليني استمتع
خلاص تخلص الموضوع.
All right. It's a brand new week. It's a brand new, episode. Brand new energy. We're back. I've got a couple comments that people are liking this new set. Alhamdulillah. Thank you everybody that is liking this new set.
Yeah.
تعبنا عليه. أو تعبت عليه. Anyway.
تعبني كلنا.
How you doing, Awab? How was your week?
I'm alright, man. I'm back from holiday.
Okay.
I'm back from
where did you travel?
I went to Seychelles.
Pre-honeymoon?
No. It was close and it was visa on arrival, so
Georgia visa on arrival.
Georgia لا.
It's not?
Yeah, Sudan, bro.
No, but you're resident over here.
No, حاجات صعبت علينا.
لا
بعد الموضوع ده.
لا اوكي ما عارف. You know the drill over here too.
لكن بقينا for Sudanese ما كانت visa on arrival. So this was one of the places where it was visa on arrival. So I went there for like 5 days. Bro, it's a beautiful country, by the way. It's a really, really beautiful place.
I don't doubt that. I'm sure there's a lot of honeymoons that happen there.
يلا أوريك حاجة. the honeymoons aren't the most common thing.
What are they?
It's group trips.
Party? Do they have parties over there?
They do. Not as much as you'd want, but they do. But the island hopping
Oh, okay.
is the main attraction there.
Okay.
But bro,
But you sent a picture and it wasn't even sunny.
no, it's like that. It's like
It's gloomy.
no, it's not gloomy. It's every 5 minutes is something different.
So the sky is full of clouds.
Yeah, depending on the day. Yeah,
Okay.
I was there for 5 days. It was cloudy for a day.
أنا شايفك سمران كده. You got tanned a bit.
لأنه كان في شمس bro. I went snorkeling. I swam with the fish. عرفتها.
Nice.
ظريفة. يعني
Okay.
it's
So
a
you
nice
had the time
experience.
off.
Yeah, especially if you want to go somewhere and just disconnect, كده, see something different, enjoy weather, and it's I know it's a very very clean country.
Okay.
The people are very nice.
Okay. Food.
The food is the only thing
Seafood?
that is. Seafood is great. Barbecues are great.
Okay.
But besides that, it's kind of
There's nothing.
It's kind of risky. The food, their cuisines are not my type
Cup
of
of
cuisines.
tea, yeah.
Not my cup of tea. Like I said, place you want to go disconnect. تمشي يا man, you can switch off your phone and just كده تستمتع. Everywhere is a view.
Okay.
يعني بجد اي شارع ماشي فيه it's a view.
Didn't see anything on the gram.
اه
Didn't see anything on the gram.
soon.
شنو اللي هو سون؟ قاعد تحمد في صور؟
انا كنت قاعد اعمل في because I want to do a close friends and then start posting.
No, I
But then
mean
the minute
a
I
post, a feed. That these people know.
Nah, I don't wanna. I will.
Okay.
بس لكن يعني خلاص الرحلة الجاية إن شاء الله.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a nice trip. What about you? What did you do?
Talking about disconnect, I'm gonna disconnect before I tell you. I'm gonna disconnect starting from this upcoming weekend. I'm gonna literally go off the grid. I'm gonna literally close my social media, so it's on you guys next week. دي من هسه قاعد أقول لك. But I'm literally disconnected. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm all of that compiled in one person. But I'm looking forward for the time off that I'm gonna have. Gonna be away for
you just got excited talking about it.
13 days. Yeah, I'm gonna go away for 13 days. Hopefully, it's gonna be a good time. But for Eid, I went back to Abu Dhabi. I sat down. I chilled with with the family mainly. I didn't even meet a lot of people. I just sat down. I spent some time with them. I didn't in a very long time. It was nice. It was good. Happy to see them as usual. Healthy. I believe. Yesterday, one of my family members sent me a picture of me. I was, maybe 2 years old. I looked at myself and I was like, wow. You forget. خلاص, يعني I believe I got to an age where خلاص, I start to forget those older days, when you were a kid. When you ask your parents about how was, when you were a kid, they have a vague memory of how were they. I'm starting to understand now because I looked at myself when I was a kid and I was like, wow.
بالله أنا كنت عامل كده.
No,
I
I
look
don't,
like that.
no, it's not how I look. It's the memory itself.
It's how you forgot.
Yeah, it's wow. How life is moving. Wow, all of that. It's. I just sat down. I took a minute and I was like, wow. We are taken away with life and the events and what happened in life. But me looking at these pictures, I sat down and I was like, wow. Okay, you know what? I don't spend as much time now with my parents, or with my family. I have to do that more often. I'm in a pursuit career-wise, now. That's why I'm, neglecting everything. Maybe I'm falling short with family at some areas. But yeah, I realized this, and I don't know. I hope I act soon towards that.
Yeah, I mean, you should prioritize that. If you're not, that should be on top.
It is a priority, but I'm not giving it that much of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That attention because of what I'm pursuing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being a human is tough. But
Hey man, والله
if you were a table كان بس ركبوك
كان
حطوك
خلاص انتهى
هنا
الموضوع
بعدين رموك في الزبالة.
قاعد كده خلاص اشتغلت
You know,
اشتغلت يمشوا
exactly,
يدعوك
you
يكسروك
know.
بس.
So, well, yeah, it was a good week. I had a good week. I've been attending more. That's something that I want to talk about as well. The underground techno scene over here. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's wild. You know, I got sick from the commercial, nightlife.
Yeah.
You know, the hip hop, all of that.
Afrobeats.
The Afrobeats, the Amapiano, I've been to all of those, and I'm sick from all of those. I found my new direction.
Okay.
But for a while, of course, because it gets
too much.
You get tired. I did that for 2 nights in a row. I was like, oh, you just came and woke me up. It's crazy, but it's nice. And I literally just go close my eyes and I just listen. That's it. It's nice, it's different. And it's big over here in Dubai.
It is. It's a lot bigger than people give it credit, by the way.
Yeah. People also should get credit because there are a lot of people working for that, and they're doing a lot of parties. They're doing a lot of that. And it's sick, It's something that it's a whole different audience. It's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different everything, when you attend those parties.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Yeah, I can imagine, bro.
So I've been enjoying that lately more. I would just stay at home.
It's a it's a change of scenery.
Exactly.
And that's what you enjoy the most about it, I think.
Yeah.
Because after a while, you're gonna get.
Yeah.
When you get used to the scene, you're gonna be like, خلاص.
No, yeah, but then it's because also the genre as well. I'm exploring into this genre even more. The whole dance, electro, techno, trance. Trance is making a comeback now because as we've seen, other genres now are So what I think is that because all other genres, like for example, pop, rock, hip hop, all of those are getting somehow stuck, right? And there's nothing new on the table for those, right? People are starting, for example, like dance, electro, all of those stuff. I'm not gonna say they were not good. I'm gonna say they didn't have as much of a big audience. Maybe, I'm not sure. I didn't do my research about that. That DJs now in that genre are making a comeback, and they're also utilizing those old genres. They're bringing them back. Where people like me, they're getting bored. They're starting to pay attention more to that, so they're drifting away to that, and that's where you're having more audience over there.
And then I feel like it's way more open to experiment there than any other genre.
Definitely.
Is.
And we're starting to see a lot of artists also are like from rappers or singers
are
or
taking
whatever.
that direction.
They're taking that direction as well. They're seeing that their own genre is not, so they might be fusing this with their own, or they're doing
they like,
or they're doing the whole shift, So I kind of understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on. During the past week. Oh, actually, you know what? Even before that, let's track it way before that. So in the week before the past one,
okay,
Twitter went on a frenzy. I went on a frenzy. I went a little bit crazy. I started opening my Twitter and I'm checking and I can't see new tweets. I went back again during the day. I was like, you know what? Maybe there's a problem with Twitter. I started even, looking, in the search bar, Twitter stuck or Twitter down, stuff like those. And yeah, apparently that people thought in the beginning that Twitter is down, And I was like, okay, I'll wait. I'll give it some more time, Okay. But And then during the day as well, I keep checking. Bro, it's not working. I went crazy. You know, I spend most of my time, if I'm not doing anything, I'm on Twitter, you know? I was like, oh, what's happening? And then the next day I come to discover that Mr. Elon Musk set a new tweet limit, or you know, stuff like those.
Like a timeline view.
Exactly, limit, you know, that you get. So Twitter went out with an announcement, or Elon Musk himself went out and he tweeted and he said that if you are an unverified person, you get to see around 600 tweets per day. If you're a new user, I think it's around 400 or 600. If you are an old user, you get to see around 800, I believe. If you are a verified person, you get a certain more amount of tweet limit, right? I kind of saw that, you know, yo, this is unfair, you know, for people like me, minimum, you know, that I go, I check, you know, I read, I get to know a lot of, you know, that's why I'm on Twitter mainly. And then he came out with the explanation that I'm doing that for everybody, so, you know, they can leave their mobiles, they can go out, see people more, meet family more, all of that. No, you know what? I kind of understood that.
I don't buy it.
Then why?
To make people buy it, to
get verified?
Yeah.
No, it's not the only reason.
I think that's the main. That's what they do in games.
Even if you're verified, you get a tweet limit, right?
Oh.
If you are addicted as well, you can cross maybe, I don't know if the tweet limit for, what's the tweet limit for a verified person? But, sorry.
I mean, if you're, I don't buy the
6,000 posts per day.
Okay, you're not going to reach 6,000.
Exactly, you know.
So I'm going to count that as unlimited.
Unlimited?
I'm going to count it as unlimited. If you go through 6,000 a day.
You know what? I thought I read around 600 tweets per day, right? The Twitter limit is still on, right? It never went off for me till now. Even with me and my consumption of Twitter, that is a lot.
Yeah.
It didn't. So yes, I kind of believe that this can be one of the reasons. If not, you know. Although I'm scared from this guy and I don't know his true intentions of his existence, but still, you know, I would like to believe that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think, and that's I think where Meta moved. They made their own move. They're like, you know what? Twitter is on a frenzy. People are not, you know, 100% now with Twitter and all of that. Here you go. We're going to give you something.
How do you feel about it?
And then I woke up one day and I saw everybody talking about it. And I was like, whoa, what is this? I went to the office and then I was like, a friend of mine, he's like, so did you download the threads? I was like, whoa, what is that?
I hate the name. It makes sense, but I hate the name.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it depends on people mostly replying to each other so you can create a thread, you know, right? Anyway. But this is their way of finding something else, right? Regardless. So I saw it and I opened. I was like, whoa, okay, what is this? Let me check. I open, I log in, I create my account, pop. I did it. I was like, oh, shit. That's Twitter. You know? That's Twitter. Minus, you can't switch between accounts.
Yeah.
Easy.
I think they'll work that
I was facing a very hard time doing that. No, of course. They talked about that. I don't know how do I feel about it. How do you feel about it?
Honestly? Okay, so I was in Seychelles when the whole Twitter frenzy happened and
I was off. I didn't care.
So no, I was like, okay, let me download. وخلينا نشوف الحاصل شنو. I download, I check. And I go like, okay, so this is Twitter for Instagram. اللي هو the same impression that everybody had. But using threads made me want to go to Twitter. I don't know why.
Okay.
Like it made me want to go to the original. Because I'm not heavy on Twitter.
Yeah.
But being on, like, I'm a bit more heavier on threads, right?
Because you're heavier on Instagram.
Because I'm heavier on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then using Threads, I was like, okay, now I get why Twitter.
But then
Now I get the hype.
yeah, but then I went.
Because I still feel like I'm using the fake product, عرفتها?
Yeah, no, I get you. But see, this is the thing. The feed is still messed up, right?
Oh, yeah.
I still see a lot of tweets or threads from people that I don't even follow.
Yeah.
Right? It's a similar thing to Instagram.
Yeah.
That you get on your feed sometimes stuff that you didn't ask for, you know?
Most of the things that you get are things that...
You didn't ask for,
Yeah.
you know? But then it's a weird feeling for me because it's like I was in a room with people and then I go to the other room and I see the same people. You know?
Yeah.
And this is not what I want. I'm free on Twitter because I don't follow the same people that I follow on Instagram. You know, I'm there on Twitter because I see tweets or stuff that from people that I don't follow or people that I don't want to follow.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to follow everybody that I have on Instagram on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to see everybody that I have on Instagram on Twitter.
On Twitter.
Vice versa. You know, I don't want to see everybody on Twitter or Instagram. I don't care about them. The feeling that I got is just like, oh, okay, so we just entered, all of us, a group chat. You know? The same people that I'm talking to, we just entered a new group chat. You know? And I was like, oh, okay. But then I got to know a couple more people also, a lot of people that they're enjoying this.
No, I got to interact with a lot of people that I didn't interact with on Insta.
Yes, that's something as well. If you think of it, it is, yes.
Yeah, they're the same people. I'm following them on Insta.
Yeah.
But they're not heavy on Insta.
Yeah.
And then they started interacting more there. So
I don't know how I feel about Threads yet, but
you think it'll last?
well, we just read today what it crossed around, and it had the highest
Yeah, it did.
subscription of people. But then it's easy. But this is the thing. It's easy because you just open your account, converts over there.
Yeah.
And people already have Instagram accounts.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people just have Instagram accounts. It's just like you opening, for example, your PlayStation and you just linking in your apps into PlayStation and you just opening them
Just
there.
auto, everything
You know?
auto just transfers. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't think this is kind of fair of counting, you know, the users on Threads. It's just like, remember when people used to have Boomerang, the app.
Okay.
And there were a lot of people using it.
Okay.
There was a time that everybody downloaded the Boomerang and everybody started download because it's already on Instagram. The same thing goes with Threads because it is on Instagram. You know, I'm just waiting maybe till one day they would integrate both into one app. You know, yeah, they said that there will be a lot of updates still for the app. Twitter as well, they're thinking of a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Because of a lot of stuff that they believe
they said
that-
they stole trade secrets.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm still not sold on Threads. I just want to have a good start there because I always wanted to get on Twitter and I never really
Did
I never really did. And I felt like Threads is okay, I can do it here.
is the place.
Even though it doesn't feel like it yet, but it's like, okay, maybe I can do it here. Twitter feels more like an uphill walk
خلاص
for me.
فاتك.
I'm speaking on حاسس انه
إنه
فاتني.
فاتك.
فحاسس انه for me to catch up
It's just like you if you want to go watch Naruto now. It's
هاي
just like-
مشوار كده ولازم تاني ابدا وعرفتها لكن هنا جاهزين الناس قاعده عرفتها.
It's the same people that know me. خلاص أنا قاعد. I can build up my own هسي.
I already have the platform
Yeah.
for it. I think that's where Threads is better than Instagram for a lot of people. I think that's where.
And I've been reading a lot of those that I was never really heavy on Twitter. You know, now let's give it a try.
فرصة
on,
سهلة.
you
هي
know.
فرصة سهلة.
Yeah, all those threads, that first thread that so what did you eat today, or bro, if you tweeted that on Twitter
No.
you'd be roasted. But you know, it's I don't know, bro. I'm there on Twitter for the tarasa, you know, for me to see people because I know human nature on Twitter. I get to discover where humanity is through Twitter. Because you have a lot of accounts over there, right? That they have their fake pictures, fake name, fake, and you don't know anything about them. And they're tweeting their heart out. You know? I think people on Threads, they would hold back more.
Yeah,
because it's them. You know who's that person. You know what they're.
There's
You know?
no anonymity.
Exactly. It's taken away on Threads. That's where it's scary for them. That's where you're not gonna see as wild stuff that you see on Twitter. That's where, you know, people are gonna hold back on what they say. And that's, of course, if their Instagram account is them. You know? So yeah, I don't know. I'm there. I'm reading.
I'm still not enjoying it as much. I do get on Twitter, and I'm still not enjoying it as much as I enjoy Twitter. Because Twitter is wild.
Exactly.
Threads isn't.
Yeah.
Threads is just people being nice.
Yeah, they're holding back.
They're holding back. I just like you said. But Threads is, but Twitter is crazy. يعني أنت بتخش شايف جنون كده ناس
Exactly. You know, and then a tweet would lead you to a different thing, and then a thread would lead you to a, you know, that's where I go, oh, I love this, you know. So
that's what's fun about Twitter.
But yeah, but I don't know. It's a new app still. 90 million users in a week or less.
Yeah,
that is crazy. I don't know. Let's see. A friend of mine. What did you say?
Friend of yours
sent out a thread or posted a thread. That is this the fight that they're talking about between Elon Musk and
that's actually
and
very interesting.
Mark. You know what I mean? So if this will get the fight to happen, let it happen. خلاص. And I'm ready for this. I know هيكون في a lot of blood where, you know. But yeah. Moving on. During this weekend as well, Jonah Hill, ex-girlfriend, posted screenshots of what is being said, his texts with her. Now I'm gonna go through all of this.
Okay.
I'm gonna read it. Ready?
You're gonna read all of this?
Yes. And stop me where you think that there are stuff off.
Okay.
Or what do you see is off.
Okay.
Or what do you think? You know, midway. And we can discuss this.
طيب.
Right? So, Sarah Brady, surfer, Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend, she posted on his stories and texts that they used, or he texted her, you know, with a selection of texts. And she sent out, or she captioned that in the first story where she said, "This is a warning to all girls. If your partner is talking to you like this, make it an exit plan. Love y'all. Call me if you need an ear." Sure. So I don't know where it starts, but I'm gonna go with the time. So this is where it goes first. So she posted the first one where he says, "Good start. You don't seem to get it, but it's not my place to teach you. I've made my boundaries clear. You refuse to go on some." I think I started somewhere wrong, but regardless. But it's not my place to teach you. I've made my boundaries clear. You refuse to let go of some of them, and you've made that clear. And I hope that makes you happy. And then he shared screenshots, or he sent her screenshots of her from her feed on Instagram, wearing a swimsuit and surfing. And this is what she posted on Instagram.
And she's a surfer. She's a professional surfer.
She's a professional surfer. Okay. Yeah. And in another screenshot that she posted, he put the terms and he said, plain and simple. So if you need, in some words, to stay in that, you know, relationship, those are my terms. You can't be surfing with men. Boundaryless, inappropriate friendship with men, you can't have that. To model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit on Instagram, that is not allowed. To post sexual pictures, that is not allowed. Friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past, beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful, that is not allowed. I'm not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it. And there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for our romantic relationship. My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. You know? And then on another screenshot that she shared as well, literally just say hello and leave the convo. I love how your therapist thinks I suck. I literally am the best boyfriend on earth. I love how sure he is. On another screenshot as well, he said, you are right. We can't do surf social things or develop trust until you consider me and make decisions that give regard to our relationship. I have been vulnerable as possible, and I am telling you, I'm needing you to step up to the plate. Which you can, I'm sure of it. But these losers don't get your time if you want me. Straight up is consideration. I respect your love of surfing, but I respect myself as well. And your love of surfing and being in those situations and lack of awareness are not mutually exclusive. This isn't me. I have my own issues that I own. If you want marriage and family, you can't use that 25 card. I don't know what was that. Step up and cut shit. That's what he said. These people don't get your time or your kindness at the sacrifice of mine. I can tell there's a lot of issues over here. Take some accountability and operate with respect. It's simple. It's that simple. Because I'm tired of your attitude towards surf culture, that contest and the place because I deserve respect. Period. I have been more than patient, and then shit like this is still here. Fuck the contest, fuck the place, and fuck not respecting me. The guy is mad. Always in every situation within surf culture, or you don't get it. And you don't get me. It's hurtful and unacceptable to me. Get it? I don't know if you get it, or care, or give a shit about that shit. More than even after Dr. Stern has said it loud and clear. So yeah, that's everything that Jonas Hill ex-girlfriend shared in her tweet text. That happened. Let's say what? The actor demands to have her boundaries, including not to post bathing suits photos on Instagram or surfing with men, despite her being a surf instructor. What do you think?
I mean, okay, even though it's a very long text chain, but there's still a lot of details that are not out there.
Such as?
Yani, I think, okay, I don't think that's toxic masculinity.
Okay. You don't think this is misogyny?
I don't think it's misogyny.
What is this?
I think it's, if I had to say, I'd say it could be insecurity.
Okay.
That he feels insecure about her love of surfing, or the fact that what she does with men, يعني, surfing with men والحاجات دي.
Her circle.
Aye, her circle. I think it's that. I think there's a lot more واضح إنه there's a lot more depth, there's a lot more history أصلا قبل الحاجات دي. يعني I don't think إنه دي بدت كده. I think إنه في حاجات حصلت قبل كده that led to this level.
Okay.
That led to
المرحلة دي. You know, in such topics like that, that's where I wish we have a female host. Regardless. Because whatever that we're gonna say over here it's from a perspective of men. You know? We're not gonna try to give perspective from women, you know, or female at all over here, just to make it clear.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But I think, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the details. But
okay. What I think, the whole issue starts from her airing him out. That's number one. That's issue number one. No, you cannot do or have your
private.
That's a
issue, though.
No, you cannot. You cannot. If you know what, out of respect of that relationship that you had with the person, you don't air them out. That's one.
That goes without, يعني, okay.
Without saying, yeah.
أنا فاهمك. That goes without saying.
Like,
إحنا we're not.
One. That's one,
طيب.
right? Two.
ماشي.
Two. Yes, I do not think that is misogyny. I don't think. Yes, he showed a lot of insecurity, but he showed that in a place where he was trusting her to tell her all of that, right? That's one. Two, what's wrong with you going and letting the other person your terms? He did not control. I don't see it as he tried to control, because he started this relationship and he laid out what he wants or what he expects, right?
Okay.
I understand that in our time now, right, there's a lot of fucked up men out there, right? That they are misogynistic, that they try to take control in the relationship and all of that.
Okay.
But what is wrong nowadays if a man lays out what he thinks with or what he wants in a relationship, and if you go out and be plain and straightforward and tell them that no, this doesn't work out for me, just leave.
ما هو لكن okay, so being misogynistic isn't
My point over here is that she could just tell him I can't and just leave, right? I don't agree with your terms.
صح.
Right? It's a simple thing. I believe it's a simple thing, and this is what mature people should do, right? So if you get in a relationship, right, with someone now, and you go out and you tell them, well, I expect this and that, and you talk out all of those stuff. Maybe you can find an agreement. Maybe if she really had, and we've seen these screenshots. This is a selection of screenshots, by the way. We don't know what she replied. We don't know what she said. We don't know what happened also over there, right? No one cares about... You know what? I believe it's very easy now in our time to call a man a misogynist or to call a man a controlling person, especially in this time that we live now.
Yeah.
We do not care, because if you read between those lines, you can tell that this guy is not 100%. We do not care about, and they were going through couples therapy as well, both of them, you know. But we do not care 100% about how mental health is as well in this time that we are in now. I actually don't see a lot of... There are mistakes over there, but I don't see that all of this is a mistake. I don't see all of this as something wrong. When a person comes and opens up to you and tells you what he expects in a relationship.
Yeah, and then a person that sets their boundaries, الحاجات اللي هم بتنفع معاهم والحاجات اللي ما بتنفع معاهم بغض النظر يعني
how messed up they are.
Yes, and because I believe again, this is a perspective of a man أول حاجة, and based on the limited screenshots that we're looking at, like he's, as Jonah Hill, he's not really forcing anything زي ما انت قلت, and it's okay to set your boundaries. It doesn't mean that the source of your boundaries is misogyny. It could be insecurity. Yeah. It could be a lot of other things that lead to you, okay, خلاص مثلا I don't like it when you do that or do this or do that. If
you can come and discuss.
If you're okay with it, if you're okay with not doing the things, the boundaries that I set, then we can move forward. If you are not okay with the boundaries that I have set, then I respect your decision and خلاص حياتنا كويسة. I don't like how
you don't have to air them out.
You don't have to air them out and stretch it out to that. I think I don't want to ما داير اشطح لكن
tread carefully.
لكن it's more of a bro I really I don't want to ما داير اشطح
عليك الله اشطح تفضل.
But I think I feel like it's clout chasing from her side. She's reaching to get people to sympathize with her.
It can be. It can be the case as well.
this is what it feels like to me right now. Even though she's the one sharing this, and she's sharing things that will make her point stronger.
I'm not agreeing with all the terms that he set over there, but the whole point that we're talking about over here is that you can still discuss.
Yeah.
You can still be open with your, with your person who you're dating.
Yeah, and tell
talk.
them. Yeah.
That this is not, this is yes. You can correct them. You can set this, the record straight with that person. There's nothing wrong with that.
All of us.
This is mature.
Yes, all of us do that. I personally do have boundaries when it comes to interactions and dealings with men. I do have those boundaries, and I do set these boundaries, and I'm fine with them. يعني إذا أنت ما داير ما مشكلة. حياتك أنت حر. أنا دي حاجة بتنفع معي because I have my reasons, not misogyny. It's because I've seen where it takes, and I apply them to myself too.
So it's both ways as well.
Of course. Yeah. So you can't set boundaries like انت والزول.
100%. I agree.
Like I said, there's a lot of details. يعني I don't know Jonah Hill. Like part of the things that if he's setting these boundaries, he should abide by these boundaries too.
100%.
The whole thing is messed up because أصلاً هي من البداية ما كان المفروض تعمل حاجة زي دي. The fact إنه هو عمل حاجة زي دي and reaching that far, that's a reach.
Exactly. But this is, I see it that this is wrong. She should have not shared all of those, screenshots.
Yeah.
Selected those screenshots and posted them. One. Two, she should have been, listen, I'm not saying what she should have been done. I'm sorry for that. But how a relationship should be, a mature relationship of two mature people, is that they discuss. They talk. I'm fine with this. I'm not fine with that. I don't like this term. I like this term. We can apply this both. We can do that both.
Try to find
all
the
of that.
middle ground.
Exactly. And then move forward. It works. It works. Those terms that if I am going to date you and they're not fine with you, let me know. You know what? From the day one, we can cut it.
So
you can live your life. I can live mine. So I don't live on a false hope.
Yeah.
For the time that we can. So we don't have the worst time. So we don't go to a therapy, both of us. You know what I mean? It's a crazy time that we're living in. I swear.
أنا الموضوع ده بالذات مواضيع زي دي I have a lot.
طب تفضل if you don't talk about it.
يعني this whole لأنه there used to be the Me Too movement. There still is. And I'm with that. لكن I think after time has passed الموضوع بقى بمس الناس المسكينة برضو وبقى بمس الناس المسكينة أكتر من الناس المدسوسة that actually do the horrible things. عرفتها؟
It's something similar to when a war happens in a country. People might go out, for example, and they were asking for their rights and all of that, protest. It's all civil, it's all right. And then someone hits something, and then the others start robbing. So then this whole thing goes as a civil war. Well, it started, safe.
You have the weirdest analogies in life.
But I mean, it makes sense, right?
It's weird. It's very far.
But you know what I mean? People go out safe, but then there's this group of people that take advantage. And this exists in everywhere now that it happens.
In every movement, in every type of situation.
Exactly.
That happened with BLM. That happens with the Me Too movement.
Yes.
Happens with a lot of things.
Yes.
It's a lot of people who misuse the power that's given by a certain thing.
There's a lot of people that feed off chaos.
That feed off chaos. Exactly.
Yeah, and take.
Lakin, that we need to be more aware of those people. That's gaslighting.
Yeah. And that's where it happened. I've read a lot of negative comments about Jonah Hill. Again, I'm not agreeing with everything that he said. But the idea of him approaching and
I agree with the way he's approaching it.
Yeah, setting out
the way he's discussing it. The way he's
and he said it. If you want this,
I respect
if
that.
you want exactly. If you want this, I respect it. And if you want this to go, these are my terms.
Yeah.
What do you need more if not this?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come date you and then throughout our relationship, see, if I come through the relationship and I dated you, and not you, pause. But if I started dating and I didn't come out clean in the beginning and say what does annoy me and what does not, and then throughout the relationship, I try to come and shut down stuff that you already been doing on the daily, you know, and I've known that you've been doing these stuff, and I try to shut them down. That's where I would call control. That's what I would start calling, you know, a misogyny to a certain extent.
But if you think about it, there are things that he said that are controlling.
No, 100%. I'm saying, yeah, I'm just saying in general. I'm saying his approach as a general is correct, but the context, if you go through it, there are stuff that you can feel that he is a bit off, you know, at the end of the day. So that's where I do not 100% agree. But I agree at the approach where, you know what? Yes, I lay down everything that I not expect. What do you expect? What do I expect from this? From each other? How do we keep each other, you know, happy and all of those? That's where I respect, because that's where I see this is a mature relationship. But yeah, anyway. To a lighter topic, moving on to music. Lil Uzi Vert released his long-awaited tape, the Pink Tape, finally, last weekend.
Thoughts?
It's a good Uzi tape. There are a lot of tracks, maybe around 5 to 6, that are actually dope. There's this song, what is it called, that I once shared. I'll share on my story songs. Fire Alarm or something like that. Fire Alarm. Yeah, Fire Alarm.
Fire
and
Alarm
then,
is nice. Aye.
Then there's this the sample that he did, and I forgot what was it, for what metal band. It's nice. But I don't know how people that been waiting for the Pink Tape because he's been teasing that for a very long time. How do they feel that? And now he also said that Love Rage is also releasing in a couple of months. And I just watched that video today where somebody stopped him and asked him, what do you think?
It's the first full Uzi project that I listened to. I didn't listen to... Is it his second album or third?
Somewhere between third to fourth,
okay.
I think.
This is the first project for Uzi I listened to. I think the tracks on there either I like,
or just not for you,
or I just will never listen to again.
Oh yeah, that's if you're not a fan of Uzi. Yeah.
There are 5 or 6 on there. I like Nakamura. But then there's a touch. I like Nakamura. The features, I think, did a really good job on the track, on the album, sorry. And I like the punk rap.
Yeah, that's what he's been on lately. And that's where we talked about, you know, moving to genres and expanding and bringing different sounds.
I like his touch on it.
Yeah.
He's
been doing that for a while.
He is لكن this is a full يعني ده حاجة كده أنا بالنسبة لي ده مشروع أنت جيت سلمت project كده على أساس إنه this is my take on how to do it. I think it's a great way to go about it. It's not my personal cup of tea يعني it's not something I listen to on a daily. لكن if I need to أغير جو, need to listen to something different, I'll definitely have things on my playlist that take me there.
Also, Drake, along with his book that he released, he as well started a tour called It's All a Blur. And I remember when I was in Texas earlier this year, that's where he announced this tour was going on. And I was checking the dates and I was like, I hope it happens when I'm here, but apparently it's not. I'm actually considering trying to catch up with this tour if it happens in Europe later this year. And because from the videos that I've been seeing, it looks like an experience. He announced as well, once again, that he is going to release an album along with his book, which now it's already out. I don't know when the album is going to be out. It's called For the Dogs.
In a couple of months, he said.
A couple of months?
Yes.
Okay. And he announced that the Euro tour will happen, but after his son's birthday and his birthday, which is I think in
October.
winter. Yeah. So let's see. What
The set list looks amazing.
sick.
مبالغة.
Sick.
That it is worth a travel. عرفتها يعني مفروض أزور
It's,
أسافر لها.
it's an experience.
Yeah, it
that's so that's what I want to go. And you know, such an experience you would have once in a lifetime. You know, يعني أنا for example, one of my things كده that I go like, I've never attended in my life is when Hove did a side B show
Yeah.
where he just played or performed songs that
Fan favorites.
they're not, you know, they're not considered as commercial as the
commercial,
other
yeah.
ones. Till this date, I remember this because I watched it and I watched the whole thing and I go like, I did not attend this, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's see. During this weekend, I don't know if they messed up or not. Scene Noise shared an article that Travis Scott is going to perform in a Giza later this year as an album launch. Later this month, actually, on July 28th.
Yeah.
And then it was took down
Yeah.
a few minutes later.
Yeah, they took it down.
And that's where I started laughing. I was like, oh, wow, somebody messed up.
Somebody dropped.
Somebody's
Dropped
going to
the
get
ball.
fired tonight.
Yeah.
Somebody in a tough place today.
Yeah.
You know?
في زول لخبط.
Yeah.
That's send بالغلط.
Somebody thought that this is their biggest article, yet
it
it turned out to be their
biggest
biggest mistake. You know?
Yeah. They fumbled this.
But then Travis Scott last night performed in Wireless. I don't know where was that. It took place. And he said, I'll see you later this month. Where he said that he's going to perform in the pyramids in Egypt. 5 years later, I think since his last album.
Okay.
Time
5
passes.
years.
Yes.
Wow.
I think so.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's a very long time.
Yeah. Bro, we're already by the what? Half of this month. Time is passing by very fast. But yeah, Astroworld released in 2018.
Bro, Astroworld released in 2018 and we still hear Sicko Mode playing everywhere.
And imagine after all of those 5 years, the news gets leaked this easy. 5 years! And somebody messes up and leaks the news for you. You know?
بعدين he didn't even المشكلة إنه the piece of news wasn't even reported properly. I'm sorry, like يعني he ما اتقالت as a يعني the fact that it's an album release وهنا في الأهرامات it's a big deal عرفتها؟ ما Travis Scott is performing
But
in Egypt.
it's gonna be, I don't know, very high anticipation for this.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely.
Talking about releases on all of that, I'm moving into more local. Wegz announced a world tour later this year in winter, starting from September. And he's gonna go to, let's say, Belgium. He's gonna be performing in Belgium, Germany, France, UK, States. Something big. Exactly. Shout out to Wegz. Shout out to going worldwide.
Yeah.
This is big, you know? And with no album out.
Yeah. with no ما هي دي الحاجة إنه أول حاجة it was the World Cup final performance.
Yeah.
And his whole issues مع النقابة والهناي. And the fact
that is still happening till now.
The fact that he doesn't even give
a damn about anything.
مشغال بس عرفتها.
You know? Shout out to his team.
Yeah.
Something that should never forget, that every artist has a team.
Yeah.
You know? Wow.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
big. That's big. Yeah. Shout out to Wegz, man. I don't know if I'm somewhere in these countries. Mostly I'll catch it. It'll be interesting. Or actually, no, he's coming here.
I mean, we're gonna catch it. We're gonna catch it here. And I'm out of it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's move to that.
Speaking of that,
Beat the Heat is back for a second edition this year in Dubai. and it's gonna be starting this week. Oh, wait. Oh. We need someone. But yeah, it's gonna start this year, and on July 15th, which is next weekend, is gonna be Wegz.
It's every weekend for the next 3 weeks.
Yes. For the first show, we're gonna have Wegz and Dizzy Too Skinny, two legends from Egypt.
Nice.
And then on the next one, I love this. We're gonna have on July 22nd, Kairoki and El Fura'i. Also, a legendary group, a legendary artist over there.
Yeah.
July 29th, it's a heavy line where it's gonna be Afroto, Balti, and Soulja. And yo, this is big.
Yeah.
This is big.
This is big
I
for,
hope
for everybody on this.
Yeah, I hope not everybody also is away on summer vacation.
Hey, I finished my summer vacation. I'm here. I'm gonna be around.
You know, يعني but it's in a time where it's a summer vacation and everybody's escaping, you know. So, but this is interesting. This is nice. I think it's gonna be.
Who would you be most excited about on these names?
I'm actually excited for everybody because I would love to attend and watch Kairoki and El Fura'i.
Okay.
I would love to sit and watch Wegz and Dizzy Too Skinny as well.
Okay.
Also as well, Afroto, Balti, and Soulja. So it's a great lineup on every week.
And honestly, I want to see because I've seen Afroto perform in Bread, and
Balti as well. He performed in Bread.
I didn't get to see Balti.
Okay.
I want to see how. Plus, I want to see how Soulja performs.
Coming from a Sudani.
Coming from a Sudani, I really want to see how he performs.
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly if this is his biggest so far. You know. So this is interesting.
Those are like seasoned names.
Yeah. Yeah. Over there. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I'm excited for him. It's gonna be. It's gonna
be great. On another news as well, locally, Billboard Arabia launched last week.
عشان يريحونا من الofficial MENA chart that was not.
But this is official.
لكن it's not.
No, it's official. No, Billboard does a whole different thing. Billboard does awards, does charts, does all of those stuff. This is interesting. This is going to open a lot of stuff, you know, and I hope it does, you know. But their page is a bit messy so far. With the content that I've been seeing, it's a bit messy. I don't understand the direction yet. Let's see where it goes in the times ahead. But this is exciting times for our region. Our region is on an accelerator. It's on an accelerator that is moving very fast now. Is moving forward. Is moving nicely. A lot of these genres, a lot of these artists that used not to get the spotlight back then, like let's say 2 years ago or 3.
I mean, pre-COVID. I'm gonna say pre-COVID.
Yeah, pre-COVID didn't get as much as they're getting now. They're getting it now.
Yeah.
A lot of local artists, they were not getting a lot of spotlight. They're getting it now.
Remember when we were doing it COVID times and we announced Empire Yadob.
Yeah. Empire One.
And look at
yeah. And now it's here. It's crazy. It's how we should one day and sit and talk about where, you know, the region
and all that
musically.
In 3 years,
and I'm talking about musically, not as in the obvious genres, the pop and all of these, the big artists, the Amr Diabs, the Elissa, the Hussein Ajis. No, I'm talking about the modern day, genres, the hip hop that also been there for a very long time,
but
early 2000s. But there are no,
the fan base is actually
expanding. People are more accepting to listen local releases more than international now. They're enjoying that. They would attend functions, concerts, events, more now locally than they were before. They would be, and I remember back then, even in Abu Dhabi, when they would have the Yas Salam beach, the local artists would have a small space or somewhere cornered. Remember, they would perform a couple of songs. That's it. But now they take the stage.
I have a question about Beat the Heat. Why no UAE, Saudi Arabia?
I don't know. You gotta take it up to them.
Okay. It's weird, يعني,
Yep, but I don't know.
especially that it's in Dubai. These opening acts, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's
لكن يعني ما زي برضه seeing Freak in every concert.
لا, I wasn't talking about Freak.
Okay. منو؟
I meant other local artists يعني.
موضوع ثاني نتكلم عنه.
دي قصة موضوع ده موضوع اللي انا ما خفت اسال السؤال بصوت عالي شديد عرفت وقفي دقفي وينهم ولا حصل شنو.
لا I can talk for hours about this بس لكن we're gonna discuss this on a previous episode. Awab.
All right, yeah. So last episode, I asked the people a question, and we intercepted. We expected reactions, and I had some really weird ass replies, to be honest.
Okay.
But the question we asked last episode was, what was the weirdest thing you've seen at a friend's house? And I can't. Some of these I can't mention names.
No, don't mention names. We said we're not gonna mention names.
Who said what?
But
I'm gonna give you a couple. Oh, it said he was at his friend's living room. His bedroom. They were chilling, playing PlayStation, and his friend wanted to open the cupboard so he could change his clothes. And the minute he opened that cupboard, he saw a sex doll
kinky.
In the cupboard.
Very kinky.
That's very. I mean,
that's here.
I wouldn't know.
Gotta report that person.
هتقول ليش كده؟ أنا ما أعرف ذاته أقول ليش.
Why would you open your friend's?
No. His friend opened it and they were watching.
They were looking at. Why were you?
ما قاعدين معاه في الوضع يعني قاعدين فتح جات وقع علينا سكس دول هنعمل شنو يعني؟
Is it? Was it like a
so
proper?
Awkward. That must have been no like a full on بطولة عرفتها كده رجلين راس يدين كل حاجة. You know,
is he a married man or is he living with his parents?
No, he was adamant. There's no excuse for it. I
mean, yo, if he's single and has some kinks.
Okay, I don't know. But on to there's another one that's also related. So they saw a vibrator on the bed.
Is it a male or a female?
It's a vibrator, so it's
a female. Yeah, it's
a female. I think it's a female.
It would be weird if it was a male.
A male, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my days. Yeah, I didn't think about that one.
You know. But if it's a female, yes.
Okay, why is it weird for a female? Why is it okay for a female but weird for a male?
To have a sex doll? It's not. I see it as a kink. Why not?
Oh, so that's
because Zolda. Listen, this guy maybe he just have a bad luck with with the world.
With what?
With the women. And it's like, you know what? Let me just invest in these dolls. And that's it.
Nah, son. I wouldn't. Would you?
So why is a vibrator okay?
That's a question. أنا ما أعرف. أنا ما برد.
طيب لا كيف you have to put why is it?
We're not here to judge people.
Yeah, we're not. We're not also we're not saying who that person is. Talk freely.
I think it's okay.
Exactly.
If you have this or that.
Exactly.
Honestly, I think a sex doll كده بطولة is an overkill.
I don't know.
I think it's it's overkill. I mean, you could get something smaller, like a Pringles can or something, and it's not a Pringles can, like in that size type of thing.
Okay.
Like in getting a whole doll is overkill. The موضوع منك بيبقى.
Okay.
Anyways, we had another one that says saw my friend pee in her drawer.
In the bedroom?
In the house. I don't.
What happens in these people's bedrooms, guys? Wow.
Straight into the drawer, leaked into the carpet.
Sharpshooter.
And she just brushed it off like it was nothing, like peed on the drawer.
Is it a he or a she?
It's a she.
What? I have so many questions over there. What?
Why? Oh,
why? No, yeah, but what? Why?
The problem is, I wanted to reply, but I didn't.
No, don't. Of course. Why? Bathroom was overoccupied?
I don't know.
Did that happen at home?
At home, in the
What?
inside the residence. Type.
Yo.
That's a, okay. Another one. I'm sure, regardless of who sent it to me, this did not happen to Arabs. But this one says I was chilling at my friend's house. We were in the kitchen, and their mom came in and talked to the son or daughter, and then the daughter replied with, "Get fucked, mom," and the mom didn't do anything.
I've seen that.
Like, get fucked.
I've seen that. In an Arab household.
In an Arab household.
Yes.
And they're still alive.
Yep. You think everybody grew up the same way we did?
Can
You think everybody, bro? No. Yes, it can happen. It can happen. No, for real. And I've seen it. And I've seen. You know what? Actually, I've seen the whole fight. I was outside. I was chilling with this this girl that I used to date a long time ago. Maybe 10 to 11 years ago. You know, and we were chilling at her friend's place, and then she had an argument with her mom, right? Her friend. And then they started cursing. They're going at it at each other.
Okay.
The mom and the daughter. And then she went outside the house and she's like, أصلاً أنتي ما في هذا وأنتي, you know. She started digging old past stuff.
They were arguing
for her mom. Yeah.
Okay. I think it.
صار يلحوا لبعض. You know, but it's the same concept. You know.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't.
Shit like that happen. But yo, the winning one so far for me is the one who peed in her drawer.
Yeah, that's
why?
Messed up. That's messed up.
Why? Listen, I have so many. Why? Why? Why did you have to do that?
Allah, it's really.
Why?
See, I knew there were weird people out there. Trust me.
No, I know that for a fact. Twitter exists, but why? Please let me know why.
I mean, there's an awkward one. But it's not as bad as.
This is why I'm sick from Earth.
It's not as. It's awkward. It's not disgusting.
Okay.
Okay, he said a girl I used to date. He was dating this girl, and then he went to his friend's house. Two separate things. The minute he stepped into the house, he saw a family picture with that the girl he was dating is in that family picture. So apparently he turned out to be dating his friend's sister.
Okay.
And that's
here?
That's here. That's in Sudan.
دي عندكم انتوا تتكلموا انتوا يعني حلوها بينكم وبين بعض انا ما I don't have anything to say about this حلوها بينكم وبين بعض انا ما
and then you have your usual like roaches in the house and dog shit in the hallway.
That's light
and y'all need
there's
to
a lot
step
of
up
dirty
your,
people
your,
out there. There's a lot of disgusting people out there, but why did you take a piss in your drawer? This is something that I don't understand. Maybe she has bladder issues.
I don't know.
That's my only excuse.
Okay, the one that I experienced is back in maybe 7th or 8th grade. I was at a friend's house.
Yes,
yeah. And we were in the living room. And then his mom came in. She brought lunch. And as we were chilling, it was pizza. As we were chilling to, like, you know, getting prepared to have that pizza, a snake.
Where is that?
Here.
Okay.
A snake came up from under the table, chilling like this. I freaked the hell out. أنا نطيت في الكرسي. They were so casual about it. They looked at the snake.
That's the weirdest thing you've seen?
This is, to me, this is... Okay, I'm saying in a friend's house, in the context of a friend's house.
This is the weirdest thing. I've been to your place before and we've seen weird stuff.
My place? There's weird. What did you see in my place?
We've done weird stuff in your place.
We've
before.
done.
Yeah.
Yes. بس ما في داعي تعيش.
I know, but this can be the weirdest thing that you've seen.
They had a pet snake in the house. حايم كده.
That's a pet snake. Yeah, this is عادي.
كيف برو انت مجنون
it's عادي.
كيف انا اخذت لك pet snake في البيت؟
Yeah, it's not venomous. Or venomous. Yeah, anyway.
I don't know. It was weird for me.
طيب, hit us with this week's question.
Okay, so this week's question is gonna be, and guys, we want crazier and crazier answers.
Not crazier, just be
Not crazier,
transparent.
but I know it's a what the hell kind of thing. Like, the question is, what's the most embarrassing thing you got caught doing? And we want to see your reply.
For everybody back there, what's the most embarrassing thing you got caught doing? All right, not in the bathroom by your parents. Just saying. Anyway, this is everything for this week from the Flamingos podcast. I hope everybody out there enjoyed this week. I hope everybody out there is having a good week as well. Had a good weekend. Yep. Shout out to everybody out there that been tuning in for 136 episodes. Shout out to all the hustlers out there. Shout out to all the hard workers. Shout out to everybody that is putting work in everything that they're doing. Like, I'm talking about real work, passion, blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, man. Love to everybody. Love to everybody out there. It's never hate over here. It's always good vibes. It's summer now. Enjoy your time. Go out,
have fun. Experience.
Have fun, yeah.
Experience the heat.
Travel,
beat the heat.
Beat the heat if you can. Yeah. I don't know if you can, but yeah.
You cannot. You
Awab,
definitely cannot.
anything you want to add?
No, I'm good.
This is everything from this week from the Flamingos podcast. This is Yad.
And Awab.
And peace.